What's up, people? What's up, people? I'm not going to take long, but I just wanted to do a show because I saw the interview by Khaldoon, and obviously everybody has seen it by now. It came out around 12:30 or 1 o'clock. I don't know, one of the two, but I just watched a few minutes ago, and I just finished it, and I was like, I'm going to add a few things that interested me in that interview because this season, right, there's been two sides in the City fan base. There's been another side that's called negative, and there's been another side that's ultra positive, saying you're not a real fan if you are questioning what's happening. Um, so I picked up a few things in Khaldoon's interview. But first of all, guys, like the video, subscribe. We're already getting to 4,500. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're getting 4,500 already. We are currently at 4,118 or one of the two. I'm not sure. But like the video, guys. Like the video, subscribe here, and you put your notification buttons on if you want to know whenever I'm live. So I picked up a few things from the Khaldoon interview so that I can obviously discuss them. And obviously, I'm going to touch upon the transfer updates that we've had. I'm going to talk about Gundogan, he's linked to Galatasaray, and I'm going to talk about Bernardo. He's also linked to Turkey. There's rumors that Gundogan right now is in Turkey, so we'll see. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. And obviously, everybody's excited today. The news from Fabrizio came in that City have made a contact with Turkey. It looks like even Santi reported it yesterday, this morning, when he reported about Reinders. Santi is one of the reliable, I think, sources out there. He said City are close to signing Reinders. Obviously, we're going to send the bid, and AC Milan are satisfied with the bid. But he said City want to sign Turkey as the number 10 target. So we're going to talk about all that. But let's start with the Khaldoon interview. Look, this season, some of us have been called so many names. Like myself, I've been called plastic, fake fan, negative. You're the one who's throwing negative. Why are your streams always negative? But the funny thing is, the chairman has come in and talked about standards. Yet, a lot of people were telling some of us, especially majority of people, to say, don't talk about standards. Don't question Pep Guardiola. Don't do this. Khaldoon came out today in his interview and said we all have taken accountability. There was no finger pointing, but we've taken accountability of what has happened. We also have to accept that this has been a very difficult season. It's been a difficult season for the players. It's been a difficult season for the whole fan base. It's been a difficult season for the board, and it's been a difficult season for Pep Guardiola personally. Obviously, he didn't go into the personal stuff for Pep, but we all know that he's talking about Pep Guardiola and his wife. The issue you guys know, we don't have to go into that. That him and his wife separated. Hopefully, things get back to normal. As his daughter tweeted and said, "Dad, we are with you." So Pep Guardiola has been having a difficult season personally. Same thing as Foden has had personal mental issues. Foden came out in the interview and said he's not going to England because he's been carrying an issue with his leg, which obviously is knee. So look, the chairman has come out and said this has been a heavy and difficult season for Man City as a club, and that's what some of us have been saying. That's what some of us have been telling everybody, that this season is difficult. We get it, but there's questions to be asked. That's why the chairman comes in at the end of the season and does the interview, because he will give us the questions that we've been asking all seasons. But what I don't appreciate is there's people who will try to gatekeep and stop you from asking those questions. Like in a fan base, every fan base in the world, even in Malawi, my country, when when we used to support the local teams, there used to be people who asked very difficult questions towards the manager and the club, who demanded something else. Then there used to be other fans who just accepted what it is and say, "Oh, we've had glory, it's fine." Everybody can coexist in this world. But the thing is, what I've noticed is, as long as Pep Guardiola says it, because Pep Guardiola said this season is a failure, and nobody said anything. Nobody went after Pep. Uh, but when some of us say that this season has been a failure, we get attacked. But anyway, let me see the comments. Adam says, "Yo, big up to you, Adam. I hope you're well." MCFC post, big up to you. Hi, True City fan, how you doing? Hi, Patrick. Our chairman is serious. He's serious. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Still have to watch it. Sorry, Daniel, if I'm doing a spoiler for this. I thought everybody watched it. Yes, bro, how you doing? MCFC post, big up to you. How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. So anyway, look, uh there's few things, okay, that I have picked from MCFC post. Where do you want me to follow you? You've asked me multiple times to follow you, but I don't know where you want me to follow you. Where should I follow you? Is it on Twitter? Is it on Instagram? Is it on? I'm not sure where you want me to follow you. So let me know. Last time I asked you the same thing. You said, "Can you follow me?" I asked you that. Where do you want me to follow you? Is it on X? Am I following you on X? Am I following you on? Do you have a YouTube channel? So let me know. Let me know where I have to follow you. I'll follow you. Like I have no issue to follow you. So you let me know that where should I follow you. I've also followed you on I've followed you on your I've followed you on your YouTube channel. I have followed you on your YouTube channel. I don't know if that's what you're asking. I have followed you. Yeah, YouTube channel. I followed you on your YouTube channel. Check. I have followed you on your YouTube channel. So big up to you, man. Says really, I agree with the chairman, but they should sign new players like 8, 10, and number 2. That's what they said in the interview. Enoch, you have to watch the interview. So anyway, let's start this thing. So anyway, MCFC post. I have followed you on YouTube. Guys, go follow MCFC post and follow and support. So he says on the team mentality. So the chairman was talking about the fact that the club would do anything possible to come back to standards that we all know we can achieve. Then he said, look, even right now, as we speak, most of the players are so eager to stay and perform and show that they can do better. Most of the players don't even want to go on vacation. He gave an example. He says Erling Haaland did not want to go on vacation. He wanted to stay with the physios and prepare for next season. That's the attitude you want. We're going to come back strong with positivity. He says the club accept that they have had a stinker of a season. And this is what I keep telling people. These players, they know this season is bad. But yet, I don't understand why there's a lot of people this season when we've been saying these players are performing below their standard and these players know it. People are like, oh, please don't do that. Oh, you're being entitled. You're being childish. Oh, you're putting too much pressure. But look, there's our chairman. Chairman telling you that the club will achieve everything. They will do everything possible to come back. And then look at this. He also says here, clearly, he says, Khaldoon is adamant the club won't make same mistakes. Last summer, we probably should have been more aggressive in some of the changes we needed to do. We didn't do that, and that ended up costing us this year. We already started the rebuild of this team in January. He said they made a mistake last summer, and I had a show here, and we were talking about the same thing. During the show, I told people this board made a mistake. Pep Guardiola came out in the press and said, I put my hands up. I made a mistake. I told the board not to sign anyone in summer. I thought we were good enough after doing the treble. We were good enough after doing the four-peat. And then this cost us. This is what the chairman is saying. And you know what? This is why I like our chairman. He doesn't hide anything. He will say the truth. He will speak upon the truth. And you know what? I hope in the next interview, or at the end of the interview, I didn't finish it. I only had a small bar left. They asked him about the 115 because that's another thing that's hanging over our head. Because as City fans, we're asking that, is it the 115 that's causing us to miss signings on like Declan Rice, Jude, signings like Birds? Are they looking at the 115 and saying, we're not sure if the 115 is coming through? It's just a question for my fan. I'm not trying to say we're guilty or not. Then Khaldoon says, I can tell you today, we have clearly identified, this is on the targets that are coming right now in January. It says, I can tell you today, we have clearly identified who exactly who exactly are the targets. In what position? We have a clear number 1 option or a clear number 2 option. This is amazing because a lot of City fans thought, if we miss on this signing, what's going to happen? He says there's a clear number 1 option, clear number 2. They've already identified the positions. He also talked about the fact that says Chiki and Vienna and Pep spent time together and spent so much time together the past few weeks trying to identify players. That's why I think this Cherky move was the second option after Wirtz. And then Reinders was the first option for a number 8. And Nori, all this list. That's why I think now I understand. Because I was making a video earlier on. I was like, why do I keep hearing list? This one is on the list. You can see from what he says. He says, I can tell you today, we've clearly identified who exactly are the targets, in what positions. So they already have a list of who they're going to sign and go after, which is amazing. As I said, our chairman always has a clear way to talk to the fans, which I appreciate, because some fans, the chairman say nothing at all. It goes all summer, they say completely nothing. The chairman went on to say, says, nobody feels good about how we finished this season. You see, I'm bringing it back again. Some people were accusing me of being negative, saying, why don't you feel good? You're very entitled. So is our chairman entitled? He says, nobody feels good about how we finished this summer. They want to come back. They want to come back hungry. I see the hunger. These players, they want to come back already to preseason. He mentioned that a lot of players are already saying, I would like to come back for preseason. I would like to prove to the Premier League that we're not finished. I would like to prove to the pundits, to the fans. Khaldoon says, even he spoke about players who are leaving, and this is where I'm going to bring it to the players leaving. He talked about KDB being, according to his opinion and my opinion too, being one of the best players City have had in a long time. Have you heard about the coaches leaving? This is another thing. This rebuild is mega. You saw the news yesterday that the assistant coach Leo is leaving. Some of the coaches, about 2 of them, are following him, and then it says the academy coaches of the under 21 are going to be promoted to help Pep with the Club World Cup. We're going to talk about the Club World Cup on the show tonight. That's for the show tonight. But for now, people have to start accepting this. Even Gundogan might be leaving. Gundogan, you can see there's the news that he might be going to Galatasaray. People are saying he's in Turkey. It's been reported this morning. Thank you very much, Gundogan. One of the most clutch players, one of the most clutch captains we've had. I call him the best captain City I've ever seen. Why do I call him the best captain? Because he won us the treble. And during that treble year, not only did he lead by example, he scored the important goals. Before the treble year, when KDB got injured, Gundogan led by example by scoring the crucial goals. So I think Gundogan is the best Man City captain. If somebody says there's a better Man City captain from the 1800s, I wasn't there in the 1800s. I'm talking about the captains I've seen. I'm talking about Vincent Kompany, respect to him. I'm talking about Yaya, he was captain for a while. I'm talking about all the captains we've had in a while. I'm saying I'm putting Gundogan as my top captain for what I have seen and what he's achieved for us, winning us the Champions League, something we never won before. They say, so if you know who they want, what's the hold up? If they know what they want, what's the hold up? Man, let me tell people about transfers, right? Transfers are not easy. It's either you start talking to a club way before or you have a list. You can have a number one list and you can be just brushing over the second one. So you can be talking to Verts. That's your priority. You want to close the Verts deal. That's where you focus your energy. But you still have tabs kept at Turkey. It's not about just the window hasn't even Jervis. The window hasn't even opened. The window is opening, I think, on the 1st or the 2nd of June. So calm down. Don't worry. They're already speaking to Reinders. Right now, Reinders is in advanced stages. They're saying Milan like the bid of 65 million. So they know who to sign. Just calm down for a minute. Relax. Some of the players will be signed before the World Cup. But that's what he said, by the way. Another thing I missed. The chairman says they want to sign players before the World Cup. So they want the players to go play at the Club World Cup. So you will see a lot of players come in. Some players might drag. One of the players I see that might drag might be the Wolves for Anori, maybe Livramento if we go after Livramento. But even if we go after Gibbs White might be a drag. And Nori might not be a drag because he's got 1 year left. Don't forget Cherky has got 1 year left on his contract, so that might be. But they know who they're going to sign. Don't worry about it. Says we should have never signed him back. Who Gundogan? No, I think he's done well. Gundogan has done well. We have to be clever who we sign, mate. Yeah, we have to be clever, and I think they're going to be clever. They already said they have clearly identified who they're going to sign. They don't want to make the same mistakes from last summer. So that was the interview. Guys, go watch it. If you haven't watched it, go watch the interview. It's amazing. I just wanted to talk about the team mentality and the targets they have. And the manager saying, the chairman saying the manager is ready. Everybody's ready. And you know what I mean? It's gonna be a good summer. It's gonna be a good summer. Anyway, guys, let's keep moving. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, but like the video. When you like the video, you help the channel grow. If you want to become a member for 99 cents, we already got about 15 members. Go ahead, become a member for 99 cents. It will, I'll appreciate that. You will help the channel. and you will help put food on my table. To be honest with you. Anyway, let's keep moving. So let's talk about exits, because we've been talking about transfers who are coming in. For me personally, right, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the fact that I have seen articles that have come out saying we might see a different type of Man City at the Club World Cup. That's how close we're going to see. Am I a bit heartbroken? Yes, I am. Because players like Gundogan, KDB, players like Walker, players like John Stones, players like Bernardo Silva have done so much for this club. And obviously for us to see them go, it's going to be heartbreaking. Obviously for us to see them go, it's going to be heartbreaking. But am I against the fact that if I come in next year, my midfield is Rodri or Nico Gonzalez, Reinders, or Morgan Gibbs White, or Cherky? Am I going to be heartbroken? No. Sometimes it's good to move on with new things, because first of all, hunger in everybody, even in YouTube. There was a point in time when I started YouTube, and I started YouTube with a lot of people who are like on 50K subs right now. They're on 10K subs right now, but I'm just on 4K. I just reached 4K now. Sometimes you don't have the hunger. You start with hunger. If you see my first videos, there was passion and hunger. You're hungry. You want to do this. You're happy. And then after a short while, it becomes a bit stale. You can also see some of the videos. You're like, this guy is just talking just to get through these videos. Then your hunger comes back again because something new happens. You meet new people who are also passionate about what you're doing, or you see a bit of shining light at the end saying maybe this YouTube thing can be something else, or maybe you just have extra time on your hands, you're not working anymore. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes human beings, we are all emotional. It's about hunger. These players, some of them, the hunger might have been gone, or maybe the fact that they're playing together for so long, listening to the same voice, it just gets tiring. And at the end of the day, if you bring somebody new in the team, they can spark something. Look at United when Bruno Fernandes came in. Bruno brought a spark. The team was looking okay. They didn't do so well. You bring in somebody like Cherky, you bring in somebody like Grinders, you bring in somebody like Gibbs White, you give someone like Anori, you bring somebody like Lamento, even Rodrigo, our dream signing. The players will sit there and say, wow, the club is hungry, but I can't wait to play with Cherky. I see Cherky is cold. I can't wait to play with him. So there's a lot of things, instead of just looking at each other, says, who do you think will win the PL next year? It depends. Right now, as we speak, I'm going to be honest. I don't lie. I don't like lying to people. At this point in time, it's Liverpool. Why am I saying Liverpool? Because we haven't closed our signings yet. Because Liverpool are close to closing Verts. Liverpool have closed Kirkers. Liverpool have closed Ping Pong. So for now, I know the transfer window is not the transfer window is not open yet, but until the transfer window is over, I'm going to do a video on who I think is going to win the Premier League. But for the meantime, Liverpool look better because they won the league and they have strengthened very well. Says so. We move on, so we can start to remember how good they really are. Yeah. We have to move on. It is life. You have to move on in life. If you bring hungry players, they will win. They will win. You're right. If you bring hungry players, they will win. I think Arsenal, for some reason, you wouldn't put it past Arsenal. They're signing Zubamende. They have the potential to sign Gyökeres. And if they get a left winger who is competent, Arsenal are cooking. City will win the PM next season. Yeah, you can say that also. But anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to say. We spoke about the Khaldoon interview, spoke about the hunger of the club, how the club doesn't want to make the same mistake. Go and watch it back if you missed it. Then we spoke about players that are being linked to City. Cherky this morning saying we've made contact, we're talking, and we've been given the green light to talk to him. And Cherky really wants to come to the Premier League. I hope we close the Cherky deal fast because Dortmund and PSG have been lurking around him, and a lot of clubs want him for the 25 million euros, which is so less. It's such a great deal. And then there's news that Reinders to City is close because Milan are happy with the 65 million that we've offered. Then there's rumors that Bernardo Silva and Gundogan are going to Turkey. Galatasaray is very interested. Hopefully, we get fees for them because Gundogan automatically triggered his renewal contract. Our chairman is serious this time around. He's serious, man. He's serious. He's cooking. We won the league. Okay, we will win the league regardless. Liverpool are already doing well after they won the league. We need to do this window right. If we do the window right, look, don't get me wrong, the Citizen. If we do the window right, we can compete and potentially win the league. I cannot put anything against Pep Guardiola winning the league. I'm just saying right now, the 29th of what month is this? May. The 29th of May at 1:58 UK time. I'm saying I'm putting Liverpool as favorites because they won by 15 points gap over us, and they put Frimpong, who is replacing Trent, and then they brought in Kirkers, who is replacing Robertson, who's aging out. And then because they lost Trent, who was their more creative player, they brought in Wirtz, who's one of the most creative players in the world. So that's why I'm giving it to them for now. We believed in Khaldoon. This guy's proper man. He's a proper man, man. I think he's one of the best chairmans. One of the best. And let's be serious. Okay, let's have a serious conversation with Pep about the small squad. We'll see anyway. We'll see. Let us run it. Let's wait for. I know you want to have a serious conversation with Pep about the small squad, but let us wait. Let us wait for the transfer window, guys. Let's wait and see who they bring in. But so far, it's looking great. Anyway, guys, appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get 5K subscribers. At the meantime, we're getting so close to 4,500 subscribers. Appreciate all you guys. You've been supporting me for so long, but there's also new guys who've joined in. You're constantly in the comments. I appreciate all this. If you want to become a member, go ahead, become a member for 99 cents. You can just click join. I'm gonna start doing member content, just special stuff for content. And by the way, guys, tonight or Friday, we might do the jersey giveaway because the girl who won the jersey is a Bayern fan, and she said I have to give it to a City fan. So if you want to become part of the raffle, become a member, and you become part of the raffle. She didn't want the jersey. She said I tried to buy a Bayern jersey for her. She said no, give it to a City fan. And big up to you, Samasi, for that. Big up to you. By MCSC post, big up to you. Says in 2020 Liverpool won the league. The season after they almost not qualified for the UCL. But yeah, the window is definitely important. The window is important. Do you know the difference? Let me just say this before I go. Liverpool have never done back-to-back when they win something. When they win the league, they don't do back-to-back. Now, what I have noticed that is different is this season, they went to get Wirtz. That is a marquee signing. They are hungry. They went to get Wirtz. They signed Salah in a contract, Van Dijk in a contract. They kept Van Dijk in a contract. Trent wanted to leave. They went to get Frimpong. Robertson is very old and has been doing a lot of bozo stuff. Guess what? They said, oh, Kirkers, one of the best fullbacks. They are looking great. If they add a striker to the squad, Liverpool is dangerous. We have to admit the dangerous. We also have to respond. Basically, I want my club, Man City, to respond. Say, Patrick, are you going to USA for the Club World Cup? No, I'm not going for the Club World Cup. By the way, guys, for the Club World Cup, we're going to do a show later on today, the Pat and Kel's show at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk about the Club World Cup. We're going to talk about a few things. For the Club World Cup, Kelkstar is going to do the watch-alongs because I am not waking up at 2 a.m. I'm sorry, guys. I can't wake up at 2 a.m. and start watching football. I know some people in other countries do it, but Kelkstar has volunteered. She's going to watch all the Club World Cup. I'll just set up the videos and she will watch all of them because in America, it's going to be the afternoon or the night for her. It's going to be a good time for her. For me in Ireland, it'll be 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm sorry, I can't. Maybe I'll wake up for one of them, but majority of them, the times are not great for me. I'll see you later, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you this evening at 7.
Wins tackles! Wonderful goal! It's a title winner!
Perfect end to a perfect day. Manchester City 4, Manchester United 1. Oh, what a hedge! Oh, that's electrifying!
Hat-trick hunting, trick getting. Still the appetite is there for more. Oh, it is sensational!